G'day, ladies and gentlemen. I am a cat, and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo, episode 2. We left off after having a pretty brutal heart attack, I think. So yeah, let's get into it. I woke up in a hospital. Must have had a fucking heart attack. Or a stroke or something. Jesus. Oh my god, that animation is beautiful.
Nice.
Oh my god. Ah, the art style is beautiful. Wow, they even got a clock ticking along. It's been 4 months since my heart attack. 4 months. Wow, that skipped. And you're still in hospital? In that whole time, I can probably count the times I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. 4 months is a long time. 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts. So I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Arrhythma. A strange word, a foreign, alien one. One that you don't want to be in the same room with. A rare condition. It causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. Apparently, I've had it for a long time, they said. It was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything happening. Is it really a miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of my life. It really didn't do anything to cheer me up. My parents think we were hit harder by the news that I was. They particularly had 2 hemorrhages apiece. Hemorrhage. It's a weird way of spelling hemorrhage. English is weird. I already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. Of course, there isn't a cure. No, it's not how it works. Because of this late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. But the visitors soon dwindled, and the get-well gifts became trickling down to nothing shortly after. I realized that the only reason I had gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me. That English is weird. Was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project. Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors. And by the end of the first month, only my parents came on a regular basis. Ironica was the last to stop visiting. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. When we never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. The hospital? It's not really a place I'd like to live in. The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they are in a hurry, and they have to treat millions of other patients waiting for them, but It makes me feel uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I asked a cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything, in a straightforward way, but told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries worked. So I idly observed the scar that those surgeries had left on my chest, slowly changing its appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of an omen. I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore. When I don't get a reply, the way he shuffles around the answer and shows that there is at least some hope. Alright, that's the end of this episode. It's all I really got time for. I don't want to overstretch it past 5 minutes in these videos too much. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. It's kind of a shame we haven't really got to meet any of the main characters yet, but story progression. Can't help it. I didn't write the story. But yeah, hope you enjoyed.